Okay, just gonna put a little bit of feed in. So fishing with dead reds, dead maggots there. Got a mix of white and reds. Leftover maggots I just bagged up, put them in the freezer, and going to use them up today. So just fishing with dead maggots. I'm just putting those in a little ball of ground bait. I'm just going to go out, just fishing the margin. Just going to pop that in. I've got 2.5 foot in depth there. Little slope, so I'm going to put the rig in, lay the rig out, let it drop back in on that slope. And let's see if we can catch a carp. So I'm just going to put a bunch of dead maggots on. Again, just a mixture of the white and the red, and like I say, they were left over. Never throw maggots away after a session, always just put them in a bag, stick them in the freezer. Don't tell the wife. Hopefully my wife's not watching this video. I'm only kidding, I've got my own fridge. I would never put them in. And let's go, let's see if we can get a bite. So I'm just going to lay that in. Like I say, I've got a slope. I'm going to bring it in slowly over the top of that ground bait. So I've got quite a long lash between my float and the end of the pole. Oh, look at that. Straight away, got ourselves, I think it's a little roach, I think. The float went under straight away, and I was quite surprised then, because I thought maybe I'm just too much shot on there, but nice little roach, start the day. And that's the trouble, fishing with maggots, you're going to catch anything, but it's always good, just get bites. Out doing a pleasure session today, thought I'd film it. But fishing with maggots, I mean, like I say, you're just going to pull in anything. You could be a bit more selective with corn, pellet, but we're only at the back end of March now, and I feel like it's probably a bit too soon for jumping on pellets. I did try it at the weekend and didn't do very good. I did get a few carp on 8mm pellets, and I have had sessions recently as well with 8mm, but it takes a bit of time to build your swim up. But if you want to just get out, get a few bites, put a few maggots on, whether live maggots or dead maggots, a bit of ground bait, and you can normally get a few bites. I'm just going to drop that in again. So the float is dotted right down. I'm just going to bring that a bit closer to the bank. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, before that float went under and I had the roach, I probably got about 20 inches or thereabouts, maybe a bit over, of line between the float and the pole. Mainly because I'm fishing in 2.5 foot of water in the margin, and just want it helps me keep my pole away from the float. God, that fish then, that little roach, absolutely freezing. It's made my hand go cold holding it. So it's cold today as well. We had a light frost last night. Oh, float's gone under. There we go. I think that's a skimmer. Feels like a skimmer. So skimmers are coming to the margin. Actually, yep, it is a little skimmer. I wasn't sure if it was a small carp then, but I say a little skimmer. Certainly a good. Oh, hook's come out. There we go. Look at that. Good. What, £1.5, £2? That is getting ready for spawning. There we go. Sometimes they play dead and they just lie there, which I don't like to see. But so that then I felt like that was sort of, it had those sort of the feel of the skin. I feel like that's getting ready for spawning. So, but we are in that sort of season now. So I'm going to leave those maggots on, they're absolutely fine. I'm just got to loosen my elastic a little bit, because if we're getting some skimmers, I don't want it too much tension there. Again, just going to lay that in. So I've put that little bit of ground bait in with some dead maggots, caught the little roach and that skimmer. And I think if I'm going to get one more bite or one more fish, I will just top that up. There we go, fish on. And I think that's going to be a carp straight away, look. So keep that pole down, wait for it to come up. Just going to play this. Just pull some elastic out. So he's not ready yet. Just going to wait for it to show himself. There we go. So it's only a small carp, probably about, I was going to say probably about £3. So that's hooked right in the sort of top part of the lip. Really sort of tough bit by the looks of it. Oh no, it's in the corner, sorry. I'm going to use the disgorger a bit easier. There we go. So, got our first carp. So once I have a feeding carp, especially where you're on a venue that is pretty much dominated by carp, and they're going to clear that out. Like I say, we are in spring, early spring, but got feeding fish. So again, some dead maggots in with some ground bait, and I'm just going to put in, probably say about 30, 40 micros in that as well. Hopefully that will then keep the fish occupied, so that bait I'd put in earlier will have now been sort of spread out with that carp. It either been cleared out by other carp that's just come in, or it would just been spread about as I hooked into that carp. So having those micros means there's a bit of bait around and they will just grub around and hopefully hold them in the swim. So let's see if we can catch another one. So again, I'm going to just come out over the top, just drag it in and then bring my pole closer to the bank. Oh, there we go, fish on. He seems to be swimming over here towards me. That came in nice and quick. See if we can land this one. There we go. Another little carp, probably about £3.5. Definitely some bigger ones in here. There we go, got his head up. Get him in. Ooh, and there we go. That is fishing in the margin. Okay, so we can get some more dead maggots on. So it's quite nice as well, that sun warming up, just come around a little bit. So I probably got about, I don't know, six to seven on there. Not long topped up, so don't need to put any more out. Back out again. Just going to feed that in, just come up to the bank, let that line just drop through, let the hook drop through, and fish over the top of that ground bait. There we go, fish on. Oh, got ourselves a flying skimmer. Oh dear. It always makes me laugh when that happens. So skimmers come in the margin, but absolutely fine. When you're catching them like this, you really don't mind. I mean, just look at that, guys. Absolutely brilliant. That's swallowed the hook. Let's get him in. So I'm going to top up. I feel like I just need to put some more bait in. See if I can draw another carp in. That's what I want. So again, some dead reds and some ground bait. I'll leave the pellets out this time. So that did cause a little bit of commotion when it jumped out the water. But that does happen when you're fishing in the margin and you're fishing, you know, a heavy elastic as well. Those skimmers can just jump out, but you basically, when you're striking, they're just coming up to the surface. But I don't think it matters too much. You know, we're not in the height of winter anymore. That swim will soon settle down. So again, another bunch on. So just light back in again over the top of that ground bait. So I am expecting to get a carp again soon. Oh, got another indication. You know, I do think it's the right time now to start fishing the margins. Right time of year, and but this is the first time I've actually fished the margin this season. There we go, float's gone under. There we go, I think we got a carp this time. I wondered, I didn't think it would take long really for the carp to come in, settle in. Yeah, it's doing a lot of nodding, so got a carp on. Just bringing that round. No, it's not, it's another skimmer. That felt carpy. Unbelievable. That was the weird feeling of what I thought was a carp. Again, swallowed the hook. Well, just a bit too far then. There we go, look at that. Let's get him in. Absolutely brilliant fish. I mean, if you want to sit and catch skimmers, it's just a great place to come and fish. Here at the glebe, you know, you get some really nice skimmers, nice roach as well, and carp. It's great. So again, another bunch on, and hopefully we'll catch a carp in a little while. So just bring it over the top. I really thought that was a carp. I just want to try and see if I can end my session on a carp. But I do love catching those skimmers. I mean, they're just great fun. There we go, fish on, and there we go. I think that's a carp. But I said that last time. Yeah, it definitely feels more like a carp. So let's get down to the top kit. And see, get this one in. If this is a carp, I'll make this my last one of the day. There we go, let's bring him up. We got him in. And there we go, guys, fishing the margin. I think it's time, this time of year now. Look at that, another nice fish. Hooked in the bottom lip that time. Need the disgorger on that one, it's a bit tough. And there we go. And there we go, guys. Bit of a wriggly one, this. And there we go, guys, look. Nice carp, end of the day. Absolutely love it. Fish in the margin with some dead maggots and some ground bait. So there we go, guys. I think we'll end it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Just a quick one today, fishing the margin with some dead maggots and some ground bait. I've caught quite a few decent skimmers. I've had a few small roach as well, a few small fish at the beginning, but I ended up having to sort of feed those out off as well, draw in those bigger skimmers, and now the carp have now come in. So had a fairly decent session today, just a little bit of a practice session, but guys, get out there, fish the margin. If you haven't already, guys, please do go and subscribe to my channel. It is free and it's easy and only takes 2 seconds. It's a massive help, more than you know. Also, don't forget to drop the video a like. You spare 5 seconds at the end, just let me know how your fishing is going. But guys, tight lines, and I'll see you on the next one.